a circle all the way around, and balance in fifth position. All right, arms in first. All right, so starting in first position, right side first. Beautiful first positions, abdominals engaged. Good. Seven, 8, and beautiful plie. Good, elevate, squeeze to rise, and round. All the way forward, flat back, and coming up, and all the way back, both shoulders. Good, and Fondue to second. And plie. Using your head, especially for the grand plie, use your head all the way down. Beautiful, good. And towards the bar, lift, and over. And coming up, and the other side. Nice, good. And in fifth. Elevate. And grand. And all the way forward, round, and to the side, towards the bar, and all the way to the back. Good. And rise to elevate or elevate in fifth position, arms in first. Turn out that back heel as much as you can. Good. Finding your balance. And come down whenever you're ready. Good. Very nice, very nice. Just a correction to think about. So when you do plies and grand plies in fifth position, and if you do them in fourth, but in this exercise in fifth position, really not only turn out your front knee and front leg, but also turn out that back knee as well. Sometimes when we do our plies, we kind of forget to turn out our back leg as well. So really kind of push open both knees and kind of focus more on the back knee for the second side, so that that back knee and leg is turned out as well. Okay. Yeah, and then every time you do that elevate, really like squeeze your legs and like kind of resist going up and down as you do that elevate. Okay, so those two things to think about for the left side. Okay, starting in first position for the left side. Ready? 7, 8. Good. Elevate, squeeze, and down. Good. From plie. All the way forward. Keep your knees together here though. Keep it together. Coming up. And lift to the back. Nice. And Fondue to second. And open. Good. And round. And towards the bar, lift and over. Good. And lift and over. Good. And to fifth. Open that back knee. Good, better. Elevate. And here especially, open that back knee, everybody, as much as you can. Good. And round all the way forward with your quarter breath. Towards the bar. All the way back. Nice. And rise to elevate fifth. Good. And finding your balance there. Turn out that back heel. Good. Nice. Finding your center. Good. And coming down. Beautiful. Very nice, everybody. Looked really good. Okay, let's do some tomboos. Okay, let's do it from first position. Tomboos from first. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1, 2, and in, tendu, in, 4 plie, 7, 8. Same to the side, tendu, slow, 2 quicker, accent in, tendu, plie, using your arms, 7, 8 to the back, tendu, close, and in, allonge, plie, 7, 8, and to the side, tendu, close, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This time, we're gonna wrap our coupe right here on flat and just balance here, arms in first. Just warming up those turnout muscles. Yeah, that's it. So tendu, close and in, tendu, 4 plie, 7 in, en croix, and then wrap your coupe, finding your balance on flat. That's it. All right, is that kind of clear? Okay, great. So starting in first position, right side. First position, first. Okay, ready? Here we go. 7, 8, slow tendu, close, and in, tendu, plie, 4th, close, and second side, and in, tendu, nice, plie, and second, and close, to the back. Good. Using your head. Nice, and to the side. And plie. Good, and wrap your coupe. Beautiful, good. And finding your balance on flat. Warming up that turnout muscle by really rotating that knee to the side if you can. Feel those muscles engaging. Beautiful, good. And finish. Good, 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 good. Yeah, very nice actually, left side. And just so you all know, like kind of where you, like your main turnout muscle is, there's multiple muscles that help you turn out, but kind of the main ones are like deep in your bum, like you have like 5 small kind of muscles that help rotate your leg outwards. And so kind of when you do your coupe, you can try to like feel them. They're not like the big gluteus muscles here, they're actually very deep, small muscles that help you turn out. So after this exercise, I'll show you guys an exercise that I love doing to kind of really be able to feel those small muscles that help us turn out, okay? But I'll do that in the next exercise. So just think about that for the left, especially for your balance in coupe. All right? Okay, left side, first position. Here we go. 7, 8. And in. Allonge. Nice plie. Perfect first. And in. Allonge. Nice plie. To the back. Good. Shoulders down, everybody. Plie. Good. And snap. Nice plie. Beautiful, good. And wrap that coupe. Try to feel those small muscles deep in there. Good. And finding your balance. Good. And coming down whenever you're ready. Very Very nice. Yeah, and also if anyone has any injuries, please change the combination in any way that you need. Again, I'm not aware, yeah, I'm not aware of everybody's like skill level too much right now, and also if anyone has injuries. So please, yeah, just accommodate yourself in terms of injuries, and please don't hurt yourself. Okay, disclaimer over. Okay, let's do that turnout combination I was talking about. Okay, so it's a very simple combination, but it really helps, I think. I can feel it a lot when I do it. So 5, 6, 7, 8. We can do preparation, but your arm will just stay down. So you start coupe for 2 counts, passe for 2 counts, coupe for 2 counts, passe for 2 counts, coupe for 2 counts, passe for 2 counts, lift and close to the back. So basically you do like a coupe passe like 3 times and then close, but it's very slow. So from the back, coupe, 2, passe, 2, coupe, 2, passe, 2, coupe, and passe, lift and close. And let's do it one more time. Coupe, passe, coupe, passe, coupe, passe, close back, coupe, passe, coupe, passe, coupe, passe, close front. So what you really want to focus on is, especially when you come from coupe to passe, don't let your knee come forward as much as you can. You want to keep your knee like to the side as much as you can, really using those little muscles back here. And one more thing to focus on is I know you're trying to turn out a lot, but don't twist your hips away from the bar. Like try to keep your hips nice and square and your supporting hip nicely, like not twisted, like nice and straight, while you try to turn out that organ leg. Okay, so just that. Basically, I'll talk you through it, but coupe, passe, coupe, passe, coupe, passe, and close. Very slow version of that. All right, I'll talk you through it, but start from 5th position, right side. Ready? Here we go. 6, 7, 8, just arm down. Coupe for 2, passe, 2. Coupe, bring it down, keep it out. Passe. Nice. Coupe, keep it out, passe. And lift and keep it out, especially when you close it to the back. Good, and from the back. Coupe, passe. Keep it up, coupe, passe. And make sure that supporting hip is also square. Passe. And lift and keep it out as you close to 5th. One more time, again. Coupe, passe. Really focusing on those little turnout muscles. Good, Supriya. Good. Nice, everybody. And lift and keep it up. Good, last time from the back. Almost there. Lift. Good. Beautiful. Passe. Nice and slow. And lift. And close. Good. And shake it out. Stretch out your hip if you need to. I hope you felt something. Yeah, so that kind of helped me with my, or figuring out what it felt, or like what my turnout muscles felt like. So yeah, we'll do it to the left side once you've kind of stretched it out, like shaked it out, and we'll do it to the left side. But this one really helped me find my turnout muscle, so I hope you feel something. Okay, left side, 5th position. Ready? Here we go. Good, Isa. Nice and slow. Elisa. Lift and close to the back, from the back. Beautiful, everybody. Keep it up. Lift and keep it up. Keep it out to the side. Again, from the front, coupe. Bring it up to passe, and when you bring it down, keep your knee to the side. Don't let it come forward at all. And up, down, keep your knee to the side. And lift. And from the back, last time, you got this. Passe. Good. Really activating those muscles and strengthening them. Good. Last passe. The most turned out, coming through coupe. And finish. Great. Well done. Shake it out. Stretch it out. Very good. Okay, I hope you felt something. But yeah, that one is good for feeling those turnout muscles. Okay, let's continue doing a little faster Tomboos. Okay, let's do this. So we'll go from fifth position. I'll go to the left side, so I'm a little bit equal. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 4 Tomboos. 2, 3, 4, coupe, out and in and into the side. 4 Tomboos. 3, 4, coupe, extend, close, front, then to the back. Back, 4 Tomboos. 3, 4, coupe, extend, in and 4 to the side. 2, 3, 4, coupe, extend, back and front. This time we're going to balance in coupe on releve, really activating those turnout muscles that you're working. Balance, finish. All right, 4 Tomboos, 3, 4, coupe, extend, in and in. Same to the side, same to the back, same to the side. Coupe balance on releve, arms in first. I'm kind of coupe front. All right, okay, try it the best that you can. Fifth position, right side to start with. Nice, beautiful upper body, long back of the neck. Nice wide shoulders, supported elbows, abdominals engaged. Good. Okay, here we go. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, coupe, extend, in and into the side. 3, 4, extend, front and back to the back. Coupe, extend, in and into the side. Extend, close, back and front. Good, and coupe balance on releve this time. Good, Amelia. Good, Angelica. And finish whenever you're ready. Nice. Good, good, good. Okay, left side. Keep doing those clean Tomboos, especially to the side. Make sure to close in a fifth every time. Not in a third, not in a kind of fifth, a real fifth every time you close your Tomboos, okay? So think about that to the left side. Beautiful fifths to begin with, long back of the neck, wide shoulders, abdominals engaged. 7, 8, and coupe, extend, in and into the side. Listen to the music. Front and back to the back. Shoulders down. In and highest releve. Good, Lila. And coming down whenever you're ready. Nice. Good. All right, let's do a dégagé. We will go, might be a little bit quick, but it's fine. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep it up, up, 6, plie. This side. 1, 2, 3. Or let's do this. First, back. First, front. Peek it up, close back. Plie to the back. And in. Keep it up, plie. And first, front. First, back. And kick. Okay, kind of. And then after that, you passe balance, finding your balance. Okay, so fifth. Pick it up. To the side, first, close back. First, close back. Pick it up, fifth. Plie to the back. Fifth. Pick it up, fifth. Plie. First, front. Back. Pick it up, fifth. Plie. Passe balance, arms and first. All right. Again, it's a little bit on the quick side, so really listen to the music and do your best to not get behind the music. Yeah, really focus on the music for this combination. All right, okay, fifth position, right side. Ready? Quick legs, here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up, close, nice plie. To the side. Pick it up, close back, plie. To the back. Pick it up, plie. In. Good. Passe balance. On releve. Highest releve supporting foot. Finding your center. Good, Eva. Good tangent. Good tangent. And finish. Nice. Good. All right. Shake it out. Take a breath. And we will do the left side. Good. Yeah, just continue really listening to the music and staying sharp with your legs so that you don't get behind. And nice sharp piqués too. Really quick sharp piqués for those ones. Okay, whenever you're ready, left side, fifth position. Here we go. 7, 8, and piqué. And plie to the side. And pick it up. And plie to the back. And good. And passe balance. Good, good, good. Okay, take a little breather. While you do that, I do want to show you, like sometimes when you're doing these quick combinations at the bar, it's easy to kind of forget about your arm in second, which is very common. But what I think about when I have my arm in second is it's like 3 twists kind of in one arm where my shoulder kind of rotates a little bit backwards, not too much, just like a little bit. My elbow rotates a little bit forward, and then my wrist rotates backwards again. So it's like 3 twists in one arm, like back, forward, and back again. So it's almost quite painful. Again, don't have it too far behind you, just a little bit in front of your shoulder. Yeah, and then of course finishing off with like beautiful fingers at the end. And yeah, it's kind of painful, but that's what I think about when I have my arms in second. It's like all those rotations going down my arm, and it ends up being like a beautiful arm in second, but it's kind of also very difficult to do. Just as ballet is, it's just very difficult. So just something to think about for any bar exercises, or whenever your brain has any space to think about anything other than your legs and body, like really kind of remind yourself every time to have also a very nice arm. Okay, moving on, let's do some Ronda Jones. Okay, we'll do kind of slow, kind of Ronda Jones. We will go, let's start from first position. 5 and 6, prepare, 7 and 8. And front to the back. And front to the back. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Off the floor, 25 degrees. Way to stand to the back. 45 degrees to the back. And 90. Do a nice passe. And lifting your knee to arabesque. And Fondue front to prepare for the back. And from the back, 2 slow Ronda Jones. 2, 3, 4, and 4 regular Ronda Jones. 6, 7, 8. Off the floor, 25 degrees to the front, 45 degrees, and 90 degrees. 6, 7, and 8. Let's go, if you have space. I'll talk you through this part, but lunge down all the way. 2, 3, 4, and combi back. 5, 6, arabesque. 8, penché all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and finding your balance and attitude. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I'll talk you through that part, but yeah, the first part is 2 slow Ronda Jones, 4 regular Ronda Jones, 7, 8, off the floor, 25, 45, 90. Same from the back. And then lunge, come up, combre back, penché, attitude balance. Again, I'll talk you through that part, but yeah, that's the combination. Something to think about for those, especially for the very slow Ronda Jones, is when you do your Ronda Jones, think that your leg is like turning out and rotating so much that it brings your leg to the side, and it keeps rotating in that hip socket so much that it brings it to the back. And that's kind of like your turnout with your working leg is what leads your Ronda Jones a little bit. And same from the back too. So from the back, kind of it rotates in the hip socket, which brings it to the side and keeps rotating, and that's what brings it to the front. So think about that for especially the two very slow Ronda Jones that you start off with. Okay? Okay, starting from first position, right side. Here we go. Beautiful upper body. And don't forget your arm and second that we talked about earlier. Prepare. Second. And front. Rotate it to the back. Front. Rotate it to the back. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. 25 degrees off the floor. Knee back. 45. Knee back. Good. And 90. Through a beautiful passe. Lift your knee to the arabesque. Good. And prepare to the back. Good. Rotate it to the front. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Off the floor. 25 degrees. 45. Through a nice coupon. And 90. Through a beautiful passe. And extend it to the front. Good. Close and fit. Inside leg. Lunge all the way down. And coming back up. Come right back. Both shoulders all the way back. And lift to arabesque. Penché. All the way up. Point that top toe. And coming back up. And attitude balance. Attitude arms and fist. Finding your balance there as best as you can. Think Rose Adagio. And finish. Good. And close. Good, good, good. Shake it out and we'll do the left side. Beautiful though. Those Ronda Jones look really nice. And yeah, keep pushing for those penchés. Make sure you're not too open in those penchés, but you also like want to push your leg behind you up to the ceiling. And point that toe at the top a lot of times. You're thinking so much about getting your leg up that you forget about your toe at the top, so make sure it's pointed at the top. All right? Okay, left side. Keep thinking about rotating your legs every time you do your Ronda Jones. Here we go. Beautiful first position to begin with. Nice. Prepare. And good. Rotate it. And 1. Arms, everybody, to the side. Better. Again. Front. Yeah, off the floor. 45. Good. And 90. Through a nice, beautiful passe. Lift your knee to arabesque. Good, Lily. And from the back. Rotate it to the front. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Off the floor. Good. Nice turnout, everybody. And up through a beautiful passe. And lift to the front. Good. And lunge towards the bar all the way down. And coming back up. And lift as you go back. And from there, lift to arabesque. Penché all the way down. Good. Point the top toe. Nice. And coming back up. And attitude balance. Find your balance. Good. And finish. Good, good. And shake it out. Nice. Good job, everybody. I know it's not easy. Let's do fondue. For fondues, I'll keep it more on the simple side. You can just do flat, one on releve. So it'll look like fondue, on flat, fondue, on releve. Same as that fondue, on flat, fondue, releve, fondue, on flat, fondue, on releve, fondue, on flat, fondue, on releve, straight to the second side, fondue, on flat, fondue, on releve. Using your hand every time and your arm. Yeah, 2 fondues, 1 on flat, 1 on releve, on quad, both sides, and that's it. No balance or anything like that. Okay, is it clear? Just 2 fondues. Using your arm every time. And of course, we've kind of been thinking about turnout this whole time, so continue thinking about fondues, like bring your knee back every time, both knees back actually every time you do those fondues. Yes, exactly. Good. Okay, right side, 5th position. Ready? Beautiful 5ths. Nice. 7. Fondue on flat. Fondue on releve. To the side. Releve to the back. Head onto releve. Flat. Releve. Other side. And 1. Up. And releve. And to the side. Onto releve. Releve. Side. Good. And just finish. Nice. Good, good, good. Shake out your calves or stretch out your calves, and we will do let's do okay, let's do this. Ronda Jones on there. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Brush on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From the back, brush on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, we brush. So do that 2 sets. If you want, you can do the second set on releve. I'll leave that up to you. We'll do it 2 sets. You can do the second set on releve or off. I'll leave that up. So yeah, again, brush on 1, 2, 1, fondue. 5th, brush on 1, fondue. 2 sets of that. Again, I'll leave it completely up to you if you want to do the second set on releve. And just that, no balance or anything like that. All right, starting in 5th position on the right side. Beautiful 5ths, beautiful, nice upper body, engaged abdominals, lifting through your legs. Okay, here we go. 7, 8, brush on 1, round and out, and out. 3, 4, fondue, close back, from the back, brush, and out, out, and flow. Second set again, out, and 2, 3, 4, and from the back. Nice. And just finish. Good. All right. Shake it out. Stretch out your calves if you need. And we'll do the left side. Nice. Okay. 5th position, left side. Remember your arm in second. 7, 8, brush on 1 to the side and out, 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 and close, and from the back. Good. And close one more time. You got this. And close from the back. Run, run, run. Good. And finish. Good, good, good. Very nice, good. Shake it out, stretch it out. And we'll do an Adagio. Okay, what we will do is basically on quad, we'll just like stretch with our hand, or foot in hand. I'll just show you, but foot in hand, stretch it for 8 counts, and then développé for 8 counts is basically what it is. So 5, 6, 7, 8, grab your foot, stretch, 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 stretch for 8 counts, 5, 6, 7, 8, and développé. 1, take your time. Do a coupe, 2, 3, 4, hold, 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 close. To the side, grab, stretch, 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 stretch. And développé for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stretch it for 8 counts. Développé for 8 counts. Stretch it for 8 counts. Développé for 8 counts. Just that. Okay, pretty simple. Stretch for 8. Développé for 8. En quoi? All right. Okay, great. 5th position, right side. Okay. And 6, 7, 8, and now développé. Take your time. 3, 4, and hold. 5, 6, 7, and close. Good, and same to the side. Stretch for 8. Nice stretching. And let go. The most beautiful développé to the side. Take your time. 4, and hold it. 5, 6, 7, and down. And to the back. Good. And now beautiful développé to your bust. 3, we're lifting your knee to your bust. 6, 7, 8. Good. And to the side, last side. Stretch it nicely. Good. And développé, the most beautiful last développé. Good. Hold it. 5, 6, 7, and finish. Good. Very nice. Shake it out. Very good. I know it's not easy. Shake it out, and we'll do the left side. Good. Ready? Left side, here we go. Just do your best. And also one more thing, try to keep your supporting knee stretched when you do that développé. I know you wanna get your legs high, but also you wanna maintain that integrity in your supporting leg too. So try your best to keep your supporting leg stretched when you do your développé. Okay, here we go, left side. And stretching for 8. Good, and développé for 8. Take your time. And hold it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. To the side. Good. And développé. to the back. Do your best. And beautiful développé. Lifting your knee to arabesque. Good. Hold it. 5, 6, 7, 8. And to the side. Last side. Good. And last développé, and the most beautiful développé. 3, 4. Hold it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. And finish. Very nice. Good, good, good. Shake it out. Very nice. All right. We'll do grand battements with some Romeo and Juliet music by the amazing Pirouettes. We'll go 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and in and PA to the side. 2 slow. 2, 3, 4 and 3 fast. PA to finish. To the back. 2 slow. 4 and in and PA. Stretch. 2 slow. 1, 2, 3, 4 and in PA. Stretch. That's it. No balance or anything. Just 2 slow, 1 and 3 PA to finish and then go encore, front side, back side. That same thing. Okay? Yeah, no balance, no releves or anything like that. All right. So from 5th position, right side, encore, 2 slow, 3 fast. And also for this, especially for grand battements, really this time definitely keep your supporting legs stretched. I don't want to see anybody with wobbly supporting knees when they do grand battements to the front and to the side especially. So really keep it rooted all the way into the ground. Keep your supporting knee super strong. Don't let it bend at all, okay? That is your challenge. Don't let your supporting knee bend. Even if that means your leg is slightly lower, yeah, try not to let your supporting knee bend even a tiny bit, okay? Okay, let's try it. Right side, 5th position. Ready? Slow, close, up, close, and in, plie. To the side. Good. And in, plie. To the back. And in, plie. To the side. And in, plie. And just finish there. Good. Very nice. Try even harder to the left. Keep your supporting knee stretched. I still saw some wobbles here and there, so really focus on that. All right? Okay, here we go. Left side. Supporting knees very strong. And better, good. Keep it stretched. Good. And in, plie. Side. Don't bend your supporting knee. And in, plie. To the back. And in, plie. Good side. And in. Good. And finish. Very nice. Good, good, good work, good work. Take a 2-minute break to take your bars away, maybe get some water, stretch, Yeah, stretch. I'll give you 2 minutes for those things. Just like a quick adagio in the center, just to get you on your legs. We will go from it. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Double pay for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Through passe. 5, 6, 7, 8. Through passe to attitude. Oops, I'm too close to the pole. To attitude. 5, 6, allongé. You can do the allongé on releve if you want. 7, 8. Left side. Double pay front. 2, 3, 4. Through passe. 6, 7, 8. Passe to attitude. And then allongé. 5, 6 again. You can do that on releve if you want. 7, 8. Right, double pay front, passe side, passe back, allongé, close, left side. And allongé, close. Just that. Just, yeah. And it's to the Rose Adagio music from Sleeping Beauty, so be inspired. Okay, ready? 5th position to the right. I'll do it with you guys. Here we go. Okay, let's do a Fondue. We'll do this. Front foot, right foot in front. 5 and 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, and through 4th, 5th, and to the back. Transfer your weight. 4 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie, releve. In, passe, close to the back. 2, and then to the left. 2 tomboos. Transfer your weight. 2 to the back. Transfer your weight. 4 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Releve. 5, 6. Passe. And finish. All right. Just that. 2 tomboos. Transfer. 2 to the back. Transfer. 4 to the side. 3, 4. Releve. Passe. Balance. Close back. That side. 2 tomboos. Transfer. 2 tomboos. Transfer. 4 to the side, switching your legs every time. Releve, passe. Balance for a couple counts and finish. Okay. Okay, 5th position, right side. Beautiful epaulement, showing off the left side of your neck. Yes, there you go. 7, 8, and 8. And plie to the back. Plie to the side. Releve. Passe. Close back left side. To the back. To the side. Releve. Passe. Lift. And close. Good. Nice. All right, let's do some pirouettes. Okay, we'll go from 5th. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie, releve. 1, 2, passe, and 4th. Pirouette. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left side. Releve. 2, passe. 4th. Left side. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 times. Releve. 1, 2, passe. 4th. Pirouette. 5, 6, 7, 8. Left side. 1, 2, passe. 4th. Pirouette. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 times. Just that. Okay. Again, you guys know your levels and especially like turns better than I do. So I'll let you guys decide how many you want to do. Yeah, just push yourself and do as many as you're comfortable with or whatever you want to push for. All right. So 5th position, right side to begin with. Here we go. And be careful if you have a small space. Try not to run into anything. 7, plie, releve. 2, passe. 4, pirouette. Finish. Fondue. With left side. Passe. 4th. And finish. Fondue. Again, right side. 4th. And finish. Fondue. 5th. And left side. 4th. And finish. And close. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Shake it out. We will do the same with on the dawn. So what that will look like, wait, let me hear the music again one more time. I'm like deciding if I should do the faster or slower version. Let's do the slower version. So take your time, it's very slow. 5, 6, 7, 8. A whole 2 counts of Fondue. 1, 2, Tomboos. 3, 4, Adagio. 5, 6, 7. Adjust your spacing if you need. Fondue. 2, Tomboos. 4, Adagio. 5, 6, 7. Adjust your spacing as you need. Again, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adagio. 5th, adjust your spacing as you need. 1, 2, 3, 4. Adagio. And finish. Okay, just that. Again, it's like super slow. Like we could do this like 2 times faster and it'd be normal. But yeah, I just want you guys to have time to adjust your spacing between each pirouette if you have a small space. So take your time. Okay. 5th position, right side to begin with. Here we go. It's very slow again. 7, 8, take your time. 1, 2, 4, and on the arm. And adjust your spacing. Left side. 2, Tomboos. 4 on the arm. Good, and adjust your spacing. Right side. Tomboos. And head. Good, and adjust your spacing if you need. And that side. Tomboos. On the dot. Good, and finish. Nice. Good, okay. Let's do this. Okay, let's do little jumps. We will go from first. 5, 6, 7, 8. And first releve. Second releve. Fifth, 2 extra pace. 7, 8. Again, first releve. Second releve. Fifth, 2 extra pace. Okay. First releve. Second releve. Fifth, 2 extra pace. 7, 8. Left side. 2 and releve, 2 and releve, or 2 extra pace. Got it? Okay. So, starting either in first or fifth, whatever you're more used to, but the first jump will end in first position. Okay? Here we go. Ready? Beautiful, nice upper body, engaged abdominals to begin with. 7, 8. Releve. 4. 2 extra pace. Again. Second. And fifth. 2 extra pace. And finish. Okay, nice. Okay, let's do. Let's do 8 assemblées coming forward. Just kidding. 4 assemblées coming forward slowly, and then the next 4 will have either a like entrechat caught between or a super saut between. So it will look like the first 4 are slow. 5, 6, 7. Let's do this. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just kidding. Just 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just 8 assemblées coming forward. That's it. Okay. just that. Just 8 awesome legs coming forward. If you want to add beats, you totally can. If you're in a small space, try not to travel too much. Try to get those tight fifths so that you don't travel too far forward. Yeah, 8 awesome legs coming forward. Okay, so right foot behind this time, starting from the back of your mat or your space that you're on. Okay, really nice fifth position, right foot behind. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and finish. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Nice. Okay, last jump, just one more. We'll do the same except jeté, ton levé, 8 times coming forward. So it'll look like right foot behind. Yeah, just jeté, ton levé. So jeté, ton levé, jeté, ton levé, jeté, ton levé, 8 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, and just finish. Yeah, exactly. 8 jeté, ton levé coming forward, just to get those feet working. So again, start from the back of your mat, right foot behind. Try to point those toes and those ton levé between each jeté. Okay, okay, beautiful fifths. Ready? Here we go. 7, 8 jeté, and up, and up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 20 back, and good, nice. I know it can be a little bit hard if you have a smaller space, but good job on trying. Yeah, I think that's enough class for today. Good work. Thank you everybody for joining class. I hope you got some good tips and also had just a good class. And yeah, I think now we're gonna head into a little bit of Q&A. So if you have any questions about ballet company, ballet school, college and ballet, or any of my past experiences, if you know any, I'll be happy to open up about anything. So I don't know, Anna, how we want to do this, if people just raise their hands or...
I guess people could either put their questions in the chat or raise their hand and you can call on them. Either or.
Okay, yeah, so do that. If you have any questions, you can either raise your hand or put them in the chat. Yeah. So if you have anything to ask, please shoot.
Or I can start. I was just really curious what it was like studying at UC Berkeley. My sister actually went there, and I bet it's like a cool transitioning.
Yeah. So actually, for me, I was in a ballet company till I was 19, and my whole upbringing was focusing on ballet. So I was actually not college ready at all. So for the first 2 years of my undergrad, I actually went to community college here in California. And I mean, I loved my experience, and I then transferred to UC Berkeley and finished my junior and senior year there. And yeah, it was a big transition because UC Berkeley is a massive school, and it's very common to have classes that are 500 people. And I think our biggest class has 1,000, so it's really big. And of course we have smaller classes in that too, but it's a very large school, and it can, you can feel sometimes a competitive vibe. I actually did not feel that. That's something I thought I'd feel much more at UC Berkeley, because that's what I've heard. But actually, in my experience, everyone was really kind and helpful and wanted to help each other out. Maybe I just found good people, but I had a pretty good experience, and my friends, we all studied together and worked hard together and struggled together before exams to do well in our classes. But yeah, it's the campus is not necessarily big compared to other colleges, but just in terms of the amount of students that UC Berkeley has, quite large. So, but yeah, I still enjoyed my experience so much and learned a lot. And I love the campus, and it's beautiful here. So yeah, I loved it. I hope to visit Yale sometime. I've never been, but I hope to visit sometime.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can reach out to us if you ever come visit, or if
Oh
you're.
my gosh. Yeah, I'd love to visit one day for sure. Come to the East Coast and visit your school. Yeah, does anyone else have any questions about anything like competitions or even, yeah.
So how did you find the difference between, you were talking about UC Berkeley was not as competitive as you expected it to be. What was the culture transition like between your training and then dancing professionally? How did that change?
Yeah. Oh, you mean like as a student and as a professional?
Yes.
It was really different for me. I think as a student, I rehearsed like 99% of the time and performed like not very much, like only 2 minutes in a competition, or for Nutcrackers I'd perform and stuff like that. So I would like, but then when I joined a company, we were performing so much, like up to 9 times a week. Like our Nutcrackers, I think we had 9 performances a week, and it was just very regular to have like 7 or 8 performances in a week. So we were like performing like 90% of the time and rehearse. Well, I guess we had class every day as well, but only rehearsing like 10% or even less than that of the time. So that was very different, where we were just performing so much more in a company, which was cool. In terms of the vibes, like growing up and training, I usually did private lessons. So that was also different, where of course I did group lessons as well a lot, but a lot of my rehearsals were private lessons where it was just me or a pas de deux, so me and a partner. But then of course in my company, there was the whole company rehearsing. So yeah, it was just very different in terms of how, like, the amount of performances we did and kind of the rehearsal vibes, where it was just like so many more people, but it was also fun at the same time. And I made very good friends in my company, and everyone was like super nice. I went to Birmingham Royal, and if you're like considering companies at all, it's just like everybody there was super welcoming. I did not feel any competitive vibes at all at Birmingham Royal, and I think it's known to be like that. I'm not sure, but I think it's one of the companies where people know like that everyone's nice there, or I'm not sure, but my experience there was that everyone was super supportive and welcoming and amazing. So that was my experience there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Supriya, did you have a question?
Favorite thing about competing?
What's my favorite thing about competing? Oh, there's a lot of things I enjoy. I think probably being inspired by the dancers there was one of my favorite things. Of course, when you're going to competition, you dance and focus on yourself, but also you sometimes have the opportunity to see some other amazing talents from around the world, and it's so inspiring. I would never compare yourself to anybody else. Like, never do that at a competition, because it's just like toxic thoughts. But instead, if you like see a really beautiful dancer, just be inspired, like, wow, like they're just so amazing, or a certain way that they dance is really cool. And of course, I was like lucky enough to travel to a lot of competitions, where I was able to travel to Bulgaria and Russia and China, and it was just also super cool to visit those cool countries. So that was also fun. But I think, yeah, being inspired by other dancers and trying to gain as much from any corrections that you get from the judges or teachers around there would be great. But yeah, not to compare yourself to anybody there, which is hard. I think there's like a thin but important line between comparing yourself to other people and being inspired by those people. So be careful of that for sure. Yeah, great question. Oh, the Marie? Yeah, I think, yeah, the group of you down there.
Yeah. I'm not a dancer. I just try to stay out of all the teachers' way. So I'm the director of this school, and our girls were in the leotards.
Yeah.
Not the college girls yet. So my question might seem a little like out there, but did you ever, given the amount of master teachers and quality instruction that you had, did you ever find yourself at a point where when you went to take a class, you were actually felt like, I don't want to say that you knew more than the teacher, but did you ever feel like you were in, you took classes and maybe the information you were getting or was like contradictory to what you knew was correct? And how did you deal with that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't think I've ever got that question before. Well, I don't think I ever felt that I knew more than the teacher, even though I did like have lots of lessons from all types of teachers. I think there's something to learn from everybody, even if, you know, a dancer's not, or a teacher's maybe not as experienced. I think there's still something you can learn from everybody. And even from dancers around you, or even like people that don't dance, there's always inspiration everywhere. So I never felt that there's nothing to learn from someone. Unless I worked with a certain, like if I worked with a certain teacher for like multiple years, then there would sometimes be a point where I knew all their corrections and I knew what I needed to work on and stuff like that. But there were definitely times where there were kind of contradictions, because when I was younger, there was times when I was working with like 2 private teachers separately, kind of in secret, and that was bad. And I do not recommend, unless they know, if the teachers know each other and know that you're training with 2 teachers, that's okay. But for me, I should not have really done this, but yeah, I was training with like 2 separate private teachers, and sometimes when I was rehearsing a variation, they changed the choreography slightly, but then each of them would change it, and like I'd have like 2 completely different versions of a variation. And this actually happened for Prix de Lausanne for me, actually. I had like 2 different versions of my variation. And that's so stressful for the dancer, because I'm like, wait, which one do I do on stage? Like, it's broadcast to everybody. Like, what do I do? Yeah, so that was definitely tough. So I don't know if any of you are training with 2 different teachers, but I would not really recommend, unless the 2 teachers, or at least one of the teachers, knows that you're working with another teacher and they say like, or they just don't change the choreography or whatever. So that's a time when it was a little contradicting in terms of teachers. But I think for me, again, like I could learn from everybody that I worked with growing up. Yeah, great question.
Miko, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah,
I was going to ask whether or not you still stay in touch with any of the dancers from first position, or if you guys have like lost touch over time. I remember watching it when I was like 10 or 11, and it being like one of my favorite movies at the time, and so it's just kind of surreal.
Yeah, actually, for the film, we didn't really know each other from the film or like, we never met because of the film ever. Like, I never met the whole cast of the film for anything. So it's not like we were close to begin with. But through dance, like ballet is such a small world that you meet a lot of people anyway. So I knew Erin Bell and Michaela de Prince even before we filmed First Position, and I knew, but then like most of the other dancers I didn't really know, and I still don't know really well. Yeah, so I can't say I've kept in touch with them really like a lot, just because I was never really in touch with them to begin with. I guess we all have that bond of first position that when we do meet, like it's kind of interesting. Like I think when I was 17 or 18, I met John Sebastian, like the guy from Colombia, for the first time, and it was so weird because we knew each other's stories and we had this bond, but it was the first time we've ever met, and we were like, I know who you are. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, I don't really keep in touch with any. I keep in touch with a lot of dancers, but not necessarily from that film. It's not like I'm avoiding anyone. It's just like we were never really close to begin with. So yeah. Yeah. Any last questions?
Miko, hi. Oh, sorry. Is there
Oh,
like, I don't want
yeah.
to be like the last question, so I want to make sure that people have a chance. Thank you so much for the class. It was fantastic. And thanks, Anna, for inviting me. I was just wondering like what your future career plans are and like how much like you see yourself devoting to dance and if there's any other career options like you're thinking of.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I will always have ballet in my life for sure, in one way or another. Probably teaching, just because I love teaching, especially like when it's in person. It's my favorite. Of course, I still love seeing you all online as well, but I can't wait to go back in person. So yeah, but I am kind of leaning towards a career in health. So right now I'm kind of leaning towards podiatry because I think feet is such a big part of ballet, and it would just be such a natural transition for me to work in that field. And so I'm looking into podiatry and just like other medical schools in general. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm kind of leaning toward like into the health field because that's what I find really fascinating and really cool, and I really want to continue studying that. But I do still plan to incorporate ballet, and maybe, in the future, maybe I might be able to treat dancers, especially if I become a podiatrist, because I know there's like sports medicine, and even in New York, I know they have dance medicine, which is kind of interesting to me. So I'm not set on a path. I just know it's kind of towards health and maybe into podiatry. We'll see. So yeah.
So I'm actually a resident in ophthalmology. I'm like really old.
Oh my god, that's
like a long time ago. But another good option might be like physiatry. It's like relatively new. One of my good friends is starting his residency at Harvard in physiatry and really likes it so far. I don't really know, like, I mean, podiatry is also amazing too, but like it might be like another option to consider.
yeah.
It's not something, it's like something that is like kind of just coming on the radar.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I love like hearing different options for me to consider, because even podiatry, I didn't really know about it till like a year ago when my friend started podiatry school. But yeah, thank you so much for like, yeah, I'll look into, you said physiatry?
Physiatry, yeah. It's like relatively new. I haven't like heard about it a lot, but
Yeah.
it's more and more popular. Like especially people who are into sports and like I guess
Wow,
too, so yeah.
that's so cool. Yeah, I'll look into it. Thank you so much.
That's really cool. I feel like a lot of dancers like end up going into some sort of like healthcare field or like law or like something like that. I don't know. It's like
yeah, we'll see, but I'll look into it for sure. Thank you so much. Elisa, do you still have your question?
Yeah. So when preparing for competitions and you were like focused on ballet, how much schoolwork would you do like in a day?
Yeah. So growing up, I actually switched to an online middle school and high school. So yeah, it's kind of like you guys now on Zoom. Well, I guess I didn't have Zoom back then. It was just everything was online. And so that made my schedule a lot more flexible. But my usual day would look like I'd wake up around pretty late. I would say like 9 a.m. And then I'd take ballet class from like 10 to 12. And then I'd have a private from like sometime between like 1 and 4, like I'd have like a 1 or 1.5 hour private. And then from 4, I'd have another group class till like 6. So basically all day was ballet. And then I'd go home around 7-ish. And then from 7 to like 10 or 11 or 12 sometimes, I'd do school. Yeah, it was tough times, I would have to say. It was like, because I was so tired from the whole day of ballet, and then I'd have to do my whole day of school. So it was definitely tough. I don't know if I'd recommend that, because there were times when I did get burnt out with that schedule. So yeah, it was hard. But yeah, I would usually do maybe like 4 hours of schoolwork a day. I probably should have split it up, where like in the morning I did an hour, and then in the afternoon I did an hour, and at night I did like 2 hours, but I did not do that. I like just had it all in one chunk. So yeah, that's what I did. Again, I don't know if I'd recommend what I did, but I think if you're really serious about ballet and want to join a ballet company, yeah, like homeschooling or online schooling could be an option. You know, you have to just talk to your parents and teachers and see what they think, and also yourself too. I think I did go into online schooling a little premature, like a little too early for me, because I loved school and I went up until 6th grade, and it was such a fast decision. Like I finished 6th grade, I went to ABT New York Summer Intensive, and during that summer, somehow my mom was like, okay, you're homeschooling starting the next semester. I was like, what? Like, I never even got to say bye to any of my friends, any of my teachers. Like, I never got to really say goodbye to school. And school was something I really enjoyed. So yeah, I don't know. But then I did improve so much when I did start homeschooling, and was able to have so many more privates and stuff like that. So it is definitely a balance with school and ballet. But I definitely would say definitely try to graduate from high school for sure. I know a lot of students that might not, but I'm so glad I did, because I ended up going to college. So definitely whatever you do, just make sure you graduate from high school and then figure it out from there. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Yeah, but I think if there's not too many other questions, again, you can like DM me on Instagram anytime. Hopefully I'll see it, and if I do, I'll definitely reply. But yeah, I think that's good enough for today. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. It was such a pleasure to teach you all. I hope you have a good weekend coming up. And yeah, thank you so much.
So much. That was amazing.
So yeah.
Come visit us on campus, hopefully when Corona ends.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you for inviting us. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miko.
Thank you so much. Bye.